If you want something, do it. If you want something extraordinary, do it with great mentors. If you want to learn something more powerful about you, become a mentor. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters.
Good morning.
Sir Isaac Newton once said, I am able to see further than others because I am standing on the shoulders of the giants and sea. So being a mentor and working with a mentor is very powerful. We who are actually living right now have inherited a lot of bits of data, information, security, information and wisdom from our previous generation. So it's important and it's incredible for us to hand over the baton of wisdom to the next generation. We can rely upon, we are at our best when we rely upon our wisdom and the knowledge which has come before us. We'll actually be living dead. This is an oxymoron. We'll actually be living dead if we do not use the wisdom and the knowledge which we have inherited, and if we do not share it. So it's time for us to hand over this baton of wisdom to the next generation. And whenever we there is a lot of talks about mentorship, a lot of lectures leaders give about mentorship, but not everyone say how to be a great mentor. So who can be a great mentor and how to be a great mentor? And it's like we have actually inherited a lot of wisdom, and the way we have to give, we have to share it to others. There is a missing person. There is a missing component. I think there is a missing component when we talk about mentorship. And the missing component is like what should they possess what should the great mentors should possess to be a great mentors. First thing is like they should spend a lot of time. So a mentor, being a good mentor, should be able to spend a lot of time with people. It is going to take a lot of time, it is going to take great effort, great energy, but definitely worth it. So a great mentor should be able to spend a lot of time, and one-to-one mentorship is required, desperately needed by the society. That is need of the hour. And one-to-one, you can actually have mentorship over the mail, phone, Google Meet or Skype, but that can be occasional. Spending time over face-to-face, one-to-one is the need of the hour. One of my managers in my previous organization, whenever he goes for lunch, he'll actually take one of his mentee or one of his teammates for discussion. So while having his lunch, he'll have a discussion. And whenever he's driving back or coming to the office, he'll take someone with them. So while driving, he'll have a discussion. This actually saves time for him. So time is something which the mentor should be able to spend. And next thing is the plan. A good mentor should have great plans. He should be able to plan properly. Mentee's responsibility is let the mentor know what they want to accomplish, what is that they are looking for the goal, and what is that they want to learn. With all this, a mentor should do a reverse engineering. So reverse engineering is something like normally a financial planner, whenever we meet a financial planner, they say, when do you want to retire? When are you planning for your kids' higher education? When are you planning for your kids' marriage? And what is the kind of lifestyle you want to be when you get retired? So from there, the financial planner does a reverse engineering and he'll say what we are supposed to do now. The same way, mentor should be able to do a reverse engineering, understanding what is actually required by the mentee. And he should do a reverse engineering. He should say what a mentee should do and how should a mentee should be able to proceed further. That is the second thing. So one is time, the second thing is mentor should be able to plan properly. And the third one is when a mentor opens his mouth, the first word he should utter is it should be encouraging. It should be praising, gratitude, it should be a word of gratitude. He should be able to praise his mentee first, encourage his mentee. Only then he'll be able to be a great mentor. And a great mentor, one tip for encouraging the mentee is you should not encourage a mentee with his natural talent. When you see a mentee is good in naturally, That should not be praised. Instead, you need to praise on his behavior and choice. So behavior and choice, once you start giving compliments on behavior and the choice, the same thing will be repeated by the mentee. So a compliment should be given on behavior and choice. My team was actually struggling to meet the deadline and they were not able to complete the project. So I actually created a safe place and had a discussion, understood what is the challenge the team is actually facing, and I understood that the previous SME has moved out of the team and the new resources have replaced the team, and that is the reason they are not able to complete or they are not able to meet the deadline. So I reprioritized the task, set a realistic deadline, and then I also invited one more SME from a different account and shared the knowledge. I requested him to share his knowledge to the existing SME. And after doing this, they were actually able to meet the deadline and they were able to perform better and the project was completed in time. So, good mentor should be able to encourage his team so that they are able to complete and accomplish the goal in time. And fourth, and the last point is a great mentor should be able to say what is right and what is wrong to the mentee. The mentor should say, this is right, they should be able to give corrections and they should also be able to give instructions to his mentee so that the mentee is able to correct himself. So if you want to be a great mentor, if you want to impact the lives of the mentee, and if you want the mentee to stand on your shoulders and see further than yourself, further than what you saw, and if you want to hand over the wisdom which you have inherited from your previous generation, in that case, first thing, you should be able to spend more time with the people face to face. 2, you should be able to plan. And 3, you should be able to encourage people. And the 4th point is make corrections and instructions properly as required by the mentee. In that case, we'll be able to hand over the baton to the next generation. Let's say yes to the next generation. Thank you.
That was